This meditation is typically performed while seated, either on the floor or in a chair. It starts with sensing into the support provided by the cushion or the chair, paying attention to the actual touch sensations. Finding a position of poise and stability with your hands on your lap or your knees, upper body balanced over your hips and shoulders in a relaxed yet attentive posture, and arms hanging by their own weight, like thick curtains, in a steady and relaxed stance. Actually, sensing into your body, feeling your feet, legs, hips, lower and upper body, arms, shoulders, neck, head. And when you're prepared, close your eyes while paying attention to your breathing and the actual physical sensations of each breath, as it enters and exits your body. Allowing the breath to be exactly as it is, without making any attempts to modify or control it, allowing it to flow easily and naturally, with its own rhythm and pace, knowing you are breathing perfectly well right now, nothing for you to do. Allowing the body to stay quiet and sitting with pride, resolve, and a sensation of being finished and whole right now, with your posture reflecting this sense of completion. Long pause, as you sit here, progressively bringing into sharper focus in your mind's eye the most amazing or gorgeous mountain you know, have seen, or can conceive. Allowing the mountain's general shape, its lofty summit or peaks rising high into the sky, its broad base deeply anchored in the crust of the ground, and its steep or gently sloping slopes to be felt will help even if a visual image does not appear. Observing its size, solidity, immobility, and beauty from a distance or up close. Pause. Your mountain may be covered in snow, have trees growing from its base to the top, or have craggy granite slopes. On the slopes, there might be streams and waterfalls. There could be a single peak, a group of summits, meadows, and high lakes. As you sit here, share in the massiveness, stillness, and majesty of the mountain by observing it, taking note of its characteristics, and, when you're ready, try to bring the mountain into your own body so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. In this way, you become the mountain. Your head becomes the towering peak while you are sitting, supported by the rest of your body and providing a wide-angle vision. Your arms and shoulders are the mountainside. Your legs and buttocks serve as the sturdy foundation, firmly attached to the cushion or the chair, while your pelvis and spine provide your body with a sense of lifting. As you continue to sit, you will gradually transform into a breathing mountain that is fully you, beyond words and thinking, a focused, grounded, motionless presence that is alive and vital but unyielding in your inner quiet. As you sit here, you start to notice how, as the sun moves across the sky, the light, shadows, and colors in the mountain's stillness are changing practically every second. The surface of the mountain is also teeming with life and activity, including streams, waterfalls, melting snow, plants, and animals. Observing and sensing how night follows day and day follows night as the mountain stands. The warm, blazing sun, followed by the cool, star-studded night sky, and the slow dawn of a new day. The mountain remains motionless throughout it all, changing moment by minute and remaining wholly unchanged. It doesn't move when the seasons change into one another or as the weather shifts from day to day, with tranquility abiding all change. There is no snow on the mountain throughout the summer, with the possible exception of the very peaks or of crags protected from the sun. The mountain can have a coat of magnificent fire hues in the fall. a covering of ice and snow during the winter. It might occasionally be covered with clouds, fog, or freezing rain in any season. It's possible for visitors to the mountain to make comments on how stunning it is or how the weather makes it difficult to see the mountain, such as that it's too cloudy, wet, foggy, or nighttime. To the mountain, who always maintains its true self, none of these things matter. Clouds might appear and disappear, whether or not tourists like it. Whether people see the mountain or not, visible or unseen, in sun or clouds, scorching or freezing, day or night, the mountain's splendor and beauty remain unaffected in the slightest. It simply sits and is. Occasionally visited by ferocious storms, battered by unimaginable winds, snow, and rain, the mountain is there throughout it all. When spring arrives, trees start to leaf out, flowers blossom on the slopes and high meadows, and birds start to sing in the treetops once more. The waters of melting snow have overflowed into streams. The mountain remains unchanged throughout it all, remaining its true self despite the passing of the seasons, the shifting weather, and the activity that comes and goes on its surface. It sits unaffected by the elements, by what occurs on its surface, or by the world of appearances. Similar to how we might experience the mountain while sitting in meditation, we can embody the same central, unbroken stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that happens in our own life over the course of seconds, hours, or years. We constantly experience the shifting nature of the mind, body, and outside world in both our daily lives and in our meditation practice. We experience our own phases of brightness and darkness, activity and inactivity, moments of color and moments of drabness. It's true that we encounter storms of various severity and vehemence in the outside world as well as in our own thoughts and bodies. We are buffeted by strong winds, by cold and rain, and we endure periods of darkness and suffering as well as the moments of joy and uplift. In our meditation practice, we might take on the characteristics of the mountain, adopting its strength and stability as our own. We can harness its energies to help our efforts to meet each moment with clarity, equanimity, and awareness. It could be enlightening to realize how similar our emotions, preoccupations, emotional crises, and even the things that happen to us, are to the weather on the mountain. Although we have a tendency to personalize everything, impersonality is its most salient quality. Life's weather shouldn't be ignored or denied, rather, it should be felt, acknowledged, recognized for what it is, and held in awareness. We learn to experience silence, calm, and knowledge at a deeper level by holding it in this way. If we let it in, the mountains can teach us all of this and much more. Therefore, if you discover that your sitting resonates in some way with the power and steadiness of the mountain, it might be beneficial to include it occasionally in your meditation routine to serve as a reminder of what it is to sit mindfully with resolve and wakefulness, in genuine quiet. Consequently, until you hear the sound of the bells, keep up the mountain meditation on your own, in silence, minute by moment. Thank you for listening to the audio for mountain meditation. Please subscribe and like my channel, which is inspired to me create a more meditation videos.